Welcome, third grade, to the word portion of this lesson. So we have our dinosaur drawn, outlined, and colored. We last time did our research. I have a document that has each dinosaur also broken down and some keywords. I do push you guys to use your research first, your notes. But again, this is stuff to help you out. This is how I shortened some of those sentences down that we researched. So instead of saying meat eaters, we can just put herbivores, or that would be carnivores. With this dinosaur, it is a plant eater, so it's a herbivore. And so instead of from tail to head, it is 30 feet or 33 feet long. You can just shorten that to 33 feet long. But anyway, we're going to take this and we are going to add it to the background of our dinosaur picture to add to the look and design of it. And we are going to be making bubble letters, but we're going to be making them kind of in a different way. We're going to start with just normal writing, and that will turn into bubble letters using the black. So we want all of the color to kind of come out of our dinosaur, and we want the words to fill up the background, but not take away from the picture of our dinosaur. So as you can see, I have a bunch of markers here. And basically all these are is just different sizes. If you only have one marker, that's totally fine. Okay. So just realize that the more you have, the less work you have to do, because if I want to go really big, I can just use a bigger marker and not have to outline it 5 times. So I will show you all of these in different ways. All right, so to get started, I am going to start out with in the packet going all the way to the main facts that were added. So just this little portion here that were on that main page last week. And I'm just going to write dinosaur. And if I wanted to, I could put terrible lizard. But I'm just going to go with dinosaur. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write it, and I'm using the biggest marker, but I'm just going to write it like normal. Okay, all of these are going to start out like normal, and they can fit into an area. So I can go from big to small. I can write upside down. I can go vertical. I can do whatever I need to do for this all to fit. And so I am going to write in all capitals, and I'm writing dinosaur bigger because I think dinosaur is important. And so the more important or more noticeable words you want to write bigger. So the nice thing about this sheet is that you can check all of your spelling. Everything on here should be spelt right. Should, because your teacher's not perfect, but I did go through it a couple times to make sure. Okay, and so the nice thing about this big marker is that I don't have to do a lot with it if I want it to be a thicker word. Okay, so I have dinosaur down here, and now I'm going to write up towards the top the kind of dinosaur. So this is and it's Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus dinosaur. I'm going to write that up here, so it's a very large word. And again, I want it to be, it's the name of the dinosaur. So I want to fill up this top part with that word. And for this one, I'm going to write in lowercase, but I am going to try to take up most of the space at the top here. And any of this can be done in pencil first. If you don't trust yourself. This word was hard because I had to make sure that it would fit. And so that's a very big word. So we get two of the biggest words. Now I'm going to stop using this marker and go into a normal size here. So after I have that, one of the main things about this dinosaur is that it is a herbivore. And so herbivore, meaning that it eats, I'm going to write that word in the background, and I'm going to write it towards the head because it kind of starts with that mouth. And you'll notice I turned my paper, okay, and I'm going to write it going sideways or going down this way. And this one again is going to be in lowercase. So I'm writing it like normal first. Oh, wow. And I just spelled herbivores. I just spelled that wrong. So then you got to figure out a way to fix it. And so this is where your creativity comes in. So now I can thicken every letter because I was trying to do too many things at once, like talk. All right, going back. So those of you that watch the video long enough will know that I spelt the word wrong. Those that just look at the picture will not know. All right, so Herbivores. And so writing it normal first, and then I can come back in and thicken everything else up. Okay, so now no one will know the difference. So I got herbivores. And then it talks about the large head crest that they have, and it makes a trumpeting noise. So they're talking about this piece right here. So that I could write here, but I also want to write the fact that it's 6 foot long crest. So I can make the number 6 fit into that. I can write 6 foot long, and then I'm going to write crest. Okay. Here, I could write trumpeting. I'll write that one in a small. So now I'm doing it with extra fine. making sure not to go inside of my dinosaur. So I have trumpeting crest. And what that means is that this part of that dinosaur makes noise. And it is 6 feet long. Okay. The entire dinosaur is 33 feet long. So I could write in bubble letters. Not everything has to be colored in. This might be something that you'd want to do with pencil first. And even though this is 2 feet or 2 different lines, because I do it in the same style, meaning I do it where the inside is white, it all kind of comes together. So changing your fonts, changing the thickness of the words, using different markers, those are all helpful. And also turning your paper different directions so that it changes things up and people don't get things confused. So we're going to write here. Can stand on back legs. Long tail. I can turn it upside down and write weighed 3.5 tons. Yeah. And there. So filling up that whole background, I could go in and add some more detail about the how many million years ago and write it small down in here. I could fill up little areas like this or like in this corner. But that whole background filled up with different words that describe the dinosaur. Okay. So I hope you guys have fun with it and um, make sure that you are looking at the list so you don't spell things wrong like I almost did. All right. Good luck.